Aww. I love the music.
I love the music too.
I know, it's so cute.
Ew.
Hello, we're sisters like Angel.
And AllyCat, where usually like we do the opposite, but today, of course, we're doing the live stream. And we are doing the reunion, of course, of Starlet Diner, an all transgender cast produced, written, and directed by all transgender men and women as well. Okay, back to you, Angel.
Yes, today. Thank you very much, everybody who has watched Starlet Diner this week. And I'm so honored to have my co-cast members, co-producers. We were together on it from the beginning. I'm kind of like getting the idea up and running and kind of like the storyline and everything. Please welcome, with no further ado, Miss Carolina Gutierrez and Miss Sarah Parlow.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
You both please introduce yourselves and your role in the short comedy series Starlet Diner.
Okay, I'll start. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Sound good?
Perfect.
Okay. My name is Carolina Gutierrez. I play Sofia del Castillo, right? Del Castillo. Yes. And Sofia, yeah, that's my character, right? That was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Miss Emma, Miss Sarah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Parlow, and I play the role of Emma. And I am the boss woman there at Starlet Diner. And I was lucky enough to help writing a couple episodes and help directing a couple episodes, and had so much fun.
And boss us around.
Oh, but only in the kindest, gentlest, most loving way. I'm the mother hen.
Aww.
Yes, we love you. And Emma.
And Angel, you are. Can you please tell them your role?
So for Starlet Diner, I portrayed Christine. So Christine is the new person who wants to pursue acting, because it's Starlet Diner is set in Hollywood, and we are all actors there. So we're portraying some of our experiences in real life, actually putting it there.
Yes.
So I'm the new one. I'm the one who's not sure what's gonna happen and everything.
And Angel, can you also please just tell them a little bit of Miss Emma's role as well as Miss Carolina, just so that they get to have an idea, especially some of our viewers who haven't seen Starlet Diner yet, how it all started.
So in case you haven't seen it yet, it's available on YouTube. It's on the playlist, 5 episodes. Emma is the owner of Starlet Diner. She's our boss, and she is a reality TV, Real Housewives of WeHo. And then on episode 1, we meet Miss Carolina, which is Sofia del Castillo, which is a big star already back in her country, in Colombia, and trying to pursue acting here in Hollywood. So, and she's a diva. Like, at least for me, for my point of view, for Christine's point of view, she's a total diva. She shouldn't be working at Starlet Diner.
But this is what we call the Hollywood dreams, right? Los Angeles moments. Okay, so just for all of you to know, all of our viewers, I'm going to be asking questions, and Angel will be moderating your live questions on the spot. So we're going to be doing alternating or whatever, okay? So the first question is, this is for everyone. How did Starlet Diner start? Whose dream was it? Whose vision? And whoever started it, who was the person that you approached first for this production?
So I created Starlet Diner. I was in acting school, and we kind of spoke about, you know, you have to make your own content. But I mean, I'm with like people who actually create their own content here as well. So when I started doing it, because I want to do a sitcom. So because I love sitcoms like Mom, Friends, Will and Grace. So I thought about like starting the characters. And of course, the first person I actually approached was Carolina. Because I love Sofia's role, like the star from Colombia coming here so that we can have like like the interactions with each other. Because with sitcoms, it's kind of like having interactions between the characters. So I wanted to like kind of almost like extreme characters, like being a new and then the diva. The original role for the boss was actually supposedly not a transgender person. It's somebody that I went to acting school with. But then she wasn't available for it. And when we were at a birthday dinner, our friend Krista, I told Sarah about it, and she loved the idea. And of course, you know, we're all kind of doing it as a collaboration. So if people love it, then I want them to join it. So I pitched it to, first of all, I pitched it to Carolina before at the beginning, and then we kind of like did some behind the scenes, like not even wearing makeup. It's just kind of, remember that, Carolina? It's your birthday, and it was your birthday also at that time, because like
oh my God, yes, I remember that.
And then of course, Sarah agreed, so I obviously changed the character fit to her as well, because she's very sophisticated, so she really matches like being the boss. Like she looks expensive, you know.
Okay, it's hard to look this expensive.
So the next question is, where did the Starlet Diner name come from?
It's a diner because I wanted to do a diner, and then Starlets because we're all kind of up and coming in Hollywood. So I kind of made that up, the Starlet Diner. I know in New York there's a Starlight Diner, you know, like that restaurant there that like there's like singing waiters. So it's totally different from that, but it kind of had a little bit of inspiration from those types of restaurants wherein it caters to the waitresses who are aspiring to be actors.
Okay, now I have a question both for Carolina as well as Miss Sarah. Carolina, also known as Sofia, and Miss Sarah is also known as Miss Emma. So, do you both also have an input in your roles at Starlet Diner?
I'll go ahead and start. And yeah, I think from the very beginning, Angel was very open about the fact that she wanted us to be very comfortable with our characters, and she wanted us to use our characters as a way to not only showcase our acting skills, but also have 100% input on the character themselves. So she wanted us to collaborate on everything from the script to the look of the character to the storyline of the entire series. And so it was really cool because, you know, you don't usually get that much leadway to input into a character that you're going to be acting. So it was really fun and also challenging because you want to do a great job, but then also like I'm more used to just doing the acting, not so much the directing or the producing and stuff like that. So for me, it was like a learning experience as well. So that was fun.
And just so you know, Carolina, also known as, of course, Sofia, you know what? You're so loved by so many Filipinos as well, because as we all know, Filipinos love like Latina telenovelas. So me seeing you there reminded me so much of my childhood. So I just want you to know, thank you so much for that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I grew up with the same novelas. And I grew up with the same iconic, you know, Talias and like all the other novelas, that the Mexican novelas and the Colombian novelas. So to me, it's like part of my culture, part of my upbringing. So to be able to play a character like Sofia was so much fun. It was like a childhood dream to do that.
A little bit of trivia with speaking of telenovelas with that too is that I actually asked Carolina because if she knows Mariela del Barrio, because that's the one that's like listed there. And then she was like, people confuse me as Talia, so that's why it actually ended up on the script like that.
Yeah, not only
that's
that,
so
but
cool.
I actually watched Mariela del Barrio when I was little, so it's like a childhood memory for me. So
wow, what a great thing to add that on. So now we proceed to the boss, okay? Yes. So now I want to introduce to you all of you again, Miss Sarah, also known as Miss Emma, okay? So Miss Emma, can you please tell us about your role? And of course, like, what input did you have being Miss Emma at Starlet Diner?
Well, I was so excited when Angel approached me with the idea. She really wanted someone who could be available for the recurring episodes. We really wanted something that we could write and like shoot like on an almost weekly basis to kind of get content out there. So she created the name of Emma. On the second episode, she was really gracious enough to let me step in and throw my writing hand into the ring and write the episode, and we wrote it together. So I really got to create like a backstory for Emma as this sort of like divorcee who really loves her diner and loves the girls that work there and is, you know, trying to do the acting thing like we all are, trying to balance so many things in Hollywood and trying to pursue our dreams. So it was just really fun to be given the opportunity and then to take it and not only develop my character, but the other ones too in a few of the episodes. So it was just a great collaborative acting lab, and we got to be spontaneous. And sometimes on the day of, we changed the lines or changed the ideas, and it worked.
Yeah, and I want to add that Sarah was actually great because she added, I didn't even think about like because it's a comedy, about the slapstick part of it. Like she really put in a lot of input on, let's say, the episode 2. Like she wrote mostly of that, right? You directed that and kind of like added all the actions and stuff too, like how she wanted it, like we're like badgering in the back and stuff.
So I always loved physical comedy in comedy, right? So it's the jokes, the lines, but it's also the action, which makes it sort of silly and light. And so many times as trans actors, we don't get the chance to sort of be silly and fun in a way which respects us, in a way that isn't sort of like, you know, hitting below the belt, you know? And so we could have our we could tell the story our way and still be funny, which I don't think I've seen done in other places. So it was great to do it on Starlet Diner.
Thank you.
Wow. And now just so you know, Angel, by the way, keep track of our viewers' questions.
Yes, there's a lot of like comments and questions, but let me tell me when.
Okay, actually, why don't we start on one question now before I proceed to another one of mine?
Okay, well, let me start saying Nathan, who's here. So real Nathan is here. Hey, mabuhay ladies. Kuya Ramfer, hello po, awesome cast. Rondina, hello, love you both, miss you. Kevin Clark, hello all. Our mom is here. Hi, good evening, everyone. Love you all. Lee, which is Tina Pei. You might see her. You're gonna see her later. Hopefully, she joins in. Hola, Miss Colombia. Oh, he Horsi Nadres, the lit fish goddess from House of Nadres. Sorry, I couldn't like read it well. Maybe you guys, it makes more sense to you guys. There's Alina who's like waving hello to you too. Proton Life, hi, beautiful ladies, just stopping by. And then
hi,
yeah, hi, Ate Marge. And then Lee had a question. How similar are you to the character that you're playing? What have you learned from your character?
Okay, so I guess that's for the three of you. Who wants to go first? Should we start with the boss first?
Yeah. The boss would insist on it. Truly, I think I learned from Emma how to be a bit more bossy. I can be bossy at times, but I think I'm probably a little bit more restrained and humble and all of that. And she could be a little oblivious at times, but she's really fun and she's really got a good heart. And so she reminds me, I think, just to laugh at the silliness of life, because she gets in these ridiculous circumstances. And you'll see them when you watch the episodes, and you'll see more in season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go with the diva. Of course, Miss Sofia, can you please tell us or answer the question?
Yes. I would say one thing that I learned from Sofia is to be a little more confident. I think Sofia, even though she's someone that she was scared to show herself, her true self, which is someone that's a little more loving, a little more friendly. She has this wall that she acts up like a diva because that's what protects her. But at the same time, it also gives her a lot of confidence. And I think confidence, especially as an actress, is everything. Even if you're faking it, as long as you're faking confidence, you can get things done. And I think that's something that from Sofia, just watching her character, I literally just rewatched all the episodes like 2 days ago. And I was like, yes, work. Like she better work. You know what I'm saying? She just like she comes into a room and she like commands attention, and she's not scared to be seen. And I think as women, and especially as trans women, sometimes we tend to be very scared of like, we don't want to get clocked, or we don't want to like, cause too much commotion. But I think it's fine to own our space, to be seen, to be appreciated for who we are. And I think Sofia has a lot of that. She's just kind of like in your face, Sofia. You know what I mean? So I love that about her.
And that's one thing that I liked about Sofia. Her mouth did not have any filter at all.
Oh no. In English and in Spanish. She's just...
Exactly. That's so. Okay, so Christine, Angel, also known as Angel, how about you?
Well, I think Carolina and Sophia both commands the room, so I think you did a great job, like explaining that. So for me, well, I kind of because I wrote in a lot of my personal stuff on all three characters actually, but for Christine specifically, I see her as a hardworking girl. She is very serious in terms of wanting to the diner to be successful, wanting to work as a waitress and keep the diner open. She is very loving and like to Emma, and then she was not so sure about Sophia at the beginning, but in the end she really has a good heart in terms of, okay, she's turning around, she's just not a total diva. And in terms of like the acting career, she's like not sure if she wants to pursue that because of like, let's say, is it really going to make money for her or not? And so I kind of instilled a lot of my, and then of course I did like some Filipino stuff there too, because like maybe we'll see Miss Lita later,
Awesome.
There's a second part of that question actually, that what have you learned from your character?
Before the second question, can I segue first to my question? Sure. And then we're going to answer.
It's a follow-up with the first question, but it's okay.
Okay. Okay, actually, since a follow-ups, go ahead. And then after that, I'll just ask my question then after. Who wants to answer it?
Because the least question is, how similar are you to the character that you're playing, and what have you learned from the character?
I was gonna say, I think I already answered that. I said confidence, but
so
I didn't
learned from that. I felt like that's what you related to the character.
No. Actually, no. I feel like what I learned was the confidence, and what I relate to her is the journey. The journey. I myself also came from Colombia, looking for opportunities here in the States. I also had to, go from, feeling comfortable in a space, a language, an environment, to coming in here and literally just having to learn a new language, make new friends, go to a new school. Like everything was brand new. So I think for Sofia, that transition was also very similar, and it's not easy. But that would be what we were similar. And I think what I learned was like the confidence that she exudes, even more so than mine.
And how about you, Miss Emma?
Oh, well, I do find that Miss Emma tends to find herself in certain situations because she is so fixated on a certain result that she sometimes overlooks what she's doing and other people's feelings. And I think that's always a good reminder for all of us, myself included, to just be aware of, other people along the journey, because it is a journey, right? It's not just the end result. It's about enjoying it along the way for all of us, and just open your eyes and your heart and hold people along the way.
Oh, look at that. Very well said. And you, Christine?
What did I learn from Christine? I learned that like she really valued friendship, and that you can be friends with big stars, like Emma and Sophia.
And talking about big stars, as we all know, we're very fortunate to have of course, Miss Sarah Parlow, also known as Miss Global Girl in her Instagram, and also Miss Carolina, also known as Miss Caroline, both on her very, very big YouTube channel as well as on her Instagram. And of course, Angel, who's been like acting as well and everything. So the next question is, because all of you have been so successful in your chosen fields in Los Angeles, in California, how did you put together this with your busy schedules? Like, like how did you meet, and then how did you collaborate on a time or agreed upon a time? So can you please tell us about that, like your time management with creating this series?
Well, it wasn't
no, go ahead,
easy.
Sarah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we really the goal, I think, was to do it every week if we could. It ended up being like once or twice a month because our schedules were so all over the place. And I think we actually had to shoot it on weekends a lot of the time. But once we got the ball rolling, I think we really went with it. Go ahead, Carolina.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think I remember me and Angel getting together to do some reads. And I think it was just, something that we were both like very, very excited about. So I was very happy to accommodate around my schedule. I don't have a 9 to 5. I work from home a lot. I do projects. I do whatever comes my way as an actress, and also working in social media and stuff like that. So I definitely wanted to work with their schedule, because I know that sometimes working a day job that has a little more structure can be a little bit more difficult. So yeah, we did a lot of weekends and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I would have done it even if we had to do it at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I would have been like, down, let's do it. Like, I'll drink a Red Bull and we're good. Let's do it. So.
Yeah, I think the hard part about actors plus day jobs, because Carolina's pretty much full time with it, but I still had a day job back then, like Sunday and Mondays, even though I had the other 5 days free. And Sarah, oh my God, like she works so hard. She has a full time job.
I don't know how you do it, sir. Sarah. I don't know how you do it.
It's all time management. Time management.
So initially the plan was again to shoot like during the week, or any time during the week, so that we can like produce something today. It's gonna be current. It's current things going on in our community, in the world, and put it in kind of on the script, like almost like Saturday Night Live or whatever, and then kind of putting it out every week. But when reality hits in terms of the schedule, first of all, because I was working on a Sunday, it will only be a Saturday if it's a weekend. And then during the week, like schedules come up here and there, because Carolina would also get projects here and there, and then Sarah will get her full-time job and other stuff going on, and travels. Oh my God, she loves to travel. So sometimes she's gonna be like, okay, for 2 weeks I cannot do anything. So she will be traveling. So if you actually notice, maybe on the 3rd episode or something like that, my hair already grew out.
Hair.
Like
my hair was so different too. My hair went darker, and when I saw the 3rd episode, I was like, wow, my hair looks way different. But then technically, I also come back from Colombia, I think, on the show. So then I kind of like worked out.
Matches, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we adjusted to real
Something like
life anyway. Like if there's anything going on, then we will put it on the script. So let's say if they're not available, let's say for the 4th episode, so I kind of had the first 2 scenes not with them, and then so I one thing I learned is kind of like to roll with what's going on also with real life, and see what comes out, and kind of like mixes it. It was a fun experience. It's super fun.
Okay, so that's great. Oh my God. So you know what? It's like, like time management. I can definitely see how you both all ladies have like worked on that. Before I proceed to my next question, Angel, do some of our viewers have a question?
So the AB416, hi, Sarah, Carolina, Angel, and Ali. How are you all gorgeous ladies doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight?
Ooh, good question.
Just excited to be here. So doing really good.
Yeah,
I'm doing
better now that
well.
you guys are here and making comments there.
I
Exactly. So
just, yeah,
go ahead,
I
Caroline.
just came back from a workout, so I just literally took a shower like an hour ago. My hair is still wet, but I feel
Wow.
fresh, and I feel every time I work out, I feel amazing. It's like my therapy, so I feel great.
Naturally beautiful. And you're
No
super
makeup,
sexy. You're like, you have your Florida body there.
my little tan going,
Ali, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing very good. I guess I got pumped up. I tried to, I filmed something for like my next episode this coming Tuesday, and then suddenly I lost sunlight at like 5 p.m.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
because of the change of
seriously?
time.
But I finished what I had to finish, and then of course I was so looking forward to this. I haven't seen Carolina and of course Miss Sarah in quite a while,
Aww.
and
I
I'm
know I
super
miss you
looking
both.
forward to this. And yeah. And how about you, Angel? Before I proceed to my question.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling great, especially that you guys are here. Let me just keep reading. If you can describe the show in one word, what would it be? Would love to see you all put the series on Netflix. So maybe, make it like up it up a little bit for the next few. And then and then Asian American legal focus, si attorney. Hi from North Carolina, just North from North Carolina. If you can describe the show in one word, what would
One
it be?
word.
Or
Oh wow. I would say uh cute. I honestly I kept saying, well, the reason why I say cute is because of this. I was watching the episodes, and this is after, all the time that we've spent apart and everything, and I had not seen them in a while. And I watched them all literally 2 days ago, and I just kept saying like, "Oh my god, that's so cute! Like, look at us! Like, that is so cute!" And like the storyline, or like some of the moments that were funny, and but they were cute. So to me, it was like a very cute series of friendship, of of uplifting women, trans women, cis women, whatever. And I don't know, I just kept thinking like, oh my god, it's so cute. So cute. That's my
it is quite sweet though.
Emma.
I have a couple words that come to mind. I'm going to say synergistic. So synergistic means that the sum of all of these parts put together is greater when because of the collaboration. So literally, we all brought our pieces to it, and it's more than it adds up to be because of our own input and our own creativity and our own uniqueness. And I think that what our product is in the end is groundbreaking, because I don't think there's ever been an all transgender cast doing a very lighthearted, comedy where we can tell our stories our way. So
I agree.
Aw.
100%.
So when community comes together, this is what happens.
Yeah.
That's so okay. How are you gonna, and Miss Christine, how are you gonna follow up with Miss Emma's answer?
For me, if I can describe the show in one word, it will be dream. I think it's
Aw.
because it's a dream, to work with you guys. It's a dream to collaborate, to
Yeah.
put our authentic stories out there. It's a dream to be in Hollywood. It's a dream that they're pursuing in terms of like all the three characters. It's a dream to have our own sitcom, So I think
Yeah.
if I would put it on one word, it will be dream. I mean, the opening credits song, like, I made it kind of dreamy also, like na, 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 because that's how I see it. It's like a dream.
And if I could answer that question, for me, I would answer it as being fantastic.
Uh,
In the sense that I felt so blessed to be a part of this group where I personally know each of them. As you all know, my heart is in California. I was always like the outsider who always like, I was living in New York then. I mean, worked in New York, lived in New Jersey, and now I'm in Washington, D.C. But whenever I get to go to California and be with one with our community, with Sarah, Carolina, and Angel, and us filming that right in Los Angeles with the view of the Hollywood sign right by the door. That for me made it like fantastic. That like a little part of us, wanting to create something, and we finally did it as as a transgender cast. And before I proceed to my next question, does anyone else have a question there, Angel, in our viewers?
Exclamatory day said Tamsak Don, AB416. Which of you would you say are the most comedic? And then Lee answered, me! Laugh out loud.
Lee is actually known as Miss Tina Pei. She's actually on episode 4. But anyway, who wants to answer the question?
Which of you would you say
I want to say.
most?
Okay, Miss Carolina, you want to start?
I obviously think all of you are hilarious and amazing. But I have to say,
for Miss Friendship,
I think there was a breakout star on the show that I could not stop laughing just at her sight.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I know too.
We all know.
Blossom Brown. Oh my God. I thought she did amazing. She literally just embodied that character, her laughter. Everything about it was just like hilarious. I was just watching her like, she's a star. Like she's definitely a starlet. And
yeah, I was amazed. With her performance.
Yeah, she was great.
Was it
second episode
Sarah who first said, or was it Carolina? Because it's from the two of you. Like, oh, maybe you should have Blossom, because we were talking about like, okay, it's time to like bring guests because the first 2 episodes is only the 3 of us. And I was amazed with her performance. Like she exceeded my expectations. And that's already with 100%. An expectation that she's good because it's with high remarks already from both of you.
Yes.
She was so good with her part that she did in episode 3. We had to bring her back before the series wrapped. So I think she's really going to be a fan favorite. She just really, she nailed the character, and she 100%. Was just great at ad-libbing, and she was just great on set. So round of applause, Miss Blossom Brown.
And if I could also add on, of course, to all of you ladies, I definitely agree. It's Miss Blossom, also known as Miss Dion. She's someone who she doesn't need to speak a word. When she laughs, that sealed the deal. I'm sorry. Her laugh sealed the deal. Like we knew that this production was like, if there's like a Best Supporting Actress awarded to someone, it's for Miss Blossom.
Yes.
Now that we're just kind of like talking about this, like how in Hollywood sometimes people will be like, I just need that one line and then maybe I'll be discovered and I'll switch to a recurring role and this and that. I think Blossom kind of like already did that,
100%. Yes.
Her pink outfit, her laugh, her conflict with Miss Emma on the 3rd episode, with Miss Emma being so firm and being such a like she's like very by the book. And then of course Miss Blossom, who was kind of like very domineering, but still kind of like had this happy-go-lucky personality that she like owned not just the world but the universe. That's the kind of light that she radiates, not just within Starlet Diner itself, but as a person, as a woman, as a transgender advocate within our community. So yes,
she was great.
She's a shining star all around, and we were so lucky to have her this season.
I hope she gets to see this episode.
If you want to go back to the episode, actually, she ad-libbed one of the lines there, and it became one of Emma's favorites or Sarah's favorites. It's like, yeah, prove it. Where's the receipts?
Oh my God, that part is amazing. Yes.
Well, she's a natural.
You know what my favorite part is? When Emma is making the popcorn fall in her head, and she's like, oh, but then she starts eating the popcorn out of her blouse. Like, nothing. Like, oh, okay.
It was
Sure.
good. Yeah, like, it is good. Like she added that as well. Oh my
That
god.
was amazing. That was gold right there.
A good
okay.
comedian can do comedy and laugh at herself too. And
Yes.
Blossom was a great
Oh.
sport through it all.
She has no fear. That's why you
Yeah.
need to
That's
be fearless.
okay. So my next question is, that's a very wonderful question, by the way. Whoever asked that, thank you
The
so much.
AB416. Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
he's my
Very
neighbor in the
nice.
DMV area. I believe he's from Maryland or Virginia, and he's very loyal to sisters like Angel and Ali. So I hope you could also support Caroline and Miss Global Girl.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
DM me.
Now, the next
She
question
stars,
is,
by the way, Caroline is like a superstar in YouTube.
she is a superstar in YouTube, and we're
Oh,
so
stop.
fortunate to have her here. Oh my
Oh my
god!
gosh, not even.
And Miss Global Girl, oh my god, she's like a world class, like you know, she's an
Yes.
icon in her community.
The
Oh my
producer
God.
also of
100%.
Lit Girl. And you could also
That
watch
which is
Lit
also
Girl at
again an
Oh.
award winning and like super successful. You guys should see that also in
Oh, yeah,
Caroline
Best
too.
Supporting Actress.
Can I just
Yes.
say one thing?
Yes.
We not that long ago, a few months ago, how many months has it been since we uploaded Lit Girl on my channel?
Probably in April.
It's been a few months since we posted Lit Girl, the extended edition director's cut by Miss Sarah Parlow. And up to now, I mean, I can literally give you a specific number, but the video has surpassed 100,000 views
Wow.
on YouTube. We're up to like 101,000, like something crazy like that in just a few months. And I just want to remind everyone, Lit Girl is probably one of the most important PSA trans dating videos that exist in the world. And I think everyone and their mom needs to watch it. And it's just so exciting that it's a production of Miss Sarah Parlow, now ever artist, and that we all got to participate. And it's just amazing. I'm so proud of the project.
And it stars Miss Carolina Gutierrez, who
Yes.
rocked the leading role. And it was really a labor of love. And it really is about trying to level up people's impressions and ideas about trans women.
Yes.
Because we live in a world where, you know, it's scary to exist as openly trans. And there's a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of violence and hatred. And we need to move the needle on all of that. And I'm so proud to be in the company of people who are doing the work. And I'm just happy to be doing my part. And thanks to Carolina for doing hers and having it on her fabulous channel and getting us all those views. So thank you.
Yeah.
So
We're a
all our
bunch of
viewers-
people who actually give authentic stories and, you know, experiences out there. And I'll post that link on the description below for the ones who will be watching this later on, not on the live stream.
Yeah,
for sure. As we promised all of you, we're gonna have like a treat. So we really have like world-class actresses and producers right here on Starlet Diner, in and outside of Starlet Diner, through a Lit Girl, of course. Okay, that's awesome. So now the next question is, how does it mean to you that this is an all transgender cast?
Sarah?
I think it's just so important. I think that for so long, we have not been allowed in these spaces. And when we are allowed in these spaces, the world can see how creative we are, how talented we are, the stories we can bring, the fact that we can entertain people. And for so long, the narrative was controlled by people who had no idea and kind of, you know, media is powerful. And when media is misused and misrepresenting people, you know, it has just horrible effects. So we're able to really change the narrative, and that's just so wonderful and so empowering, and it's so fun.
I think it's so important because, I mean, I can second everything that Sarah said. And along with that, I think that showing people that transgender people are like everyone else. We really are just like anyone else. We come in all different shapes, sizes, flavors, colors. And I think that's the beauty of something like Starlet Diner, that we can portray that and we can showcase, you know, the silly characters, the more serious characters, you know, the different background characters, different ethnicity characters, and they just happen to be trans, but that's not the main thing of their character. That doesn't define them. It's just another characteristic. But we want to make sure that we can always emphasize the humanity of each one of the characters, because I think up to not that long ago, a lot of the characters that have been portrayed in media for trans people have been dehumanizing, to the point where there are still people in the world that think that we are less than human, then that gives them the authority or the power to kill us, to make fun of us, to get rid of our rights, and it's not right. So I think, things like Starlet Diner, like Pose, like many other shows that have come up in the recent years, are life changing and are truly saving lives. I believe.
Angel.
How can I answer after that?
I know, right? Miss Carolina.
Miss Colombia, you're the
former
winner.
Miss Quest. Yes. No wonder Miss Carolina is also a beauty queen. FYI to everyone who doesn't know.
I was just joking about the competition. Or the pageant. I mean, we love pageants, But for me, because again, at the beginning, I didn't even plan for it to be an all transgender cast. It kind of happened. And then the more we kept doing it, the more I feel that it's important. The more I saw the benefits from it, actually. Because every time we're on set, it's almost like it resonates with each one right away. Like, I don't know. Because all the, like, even the people who helped us, like sometimes the background, we already understood everything. It's like spiritually we're already aligned, so it's like it's easier to be more open. Like being an actor, I think you have to be open and not have like these guards. And sometimes if you don't feel safe on the environment, it's harder to open up. And like I was surprised with the crying scene. Like I didn't think it will happen, but just because I'm so surrounded with beautiful human beings, thank you, Sarah, Carolina, for being there. And it's just, yeah, I think it just became magical that that all of the cast are transgender people, and we kind of related with each other and supported each other. And great things happened, and it's kind of like magic, actually.
Yeah. And just to comment on that scene, Angel, I mean, you were the one who really showed up and was so emotionally available in that moment. And what was special about us being on set with each other is it kind of gave us permission to go there and feel safe, which is a rarity in our business, to be supported and safe. And that you could extend yourself as an artist and really like give a knockout performance. So bravo.
Yes.
Well, I fed on your emotions there too. And of course, it was also already kind of like started with Carolina on the previous scene. So it kind of, you feel the love with each of the characters because of the love in real life, actually, with these actors too.
Oh, okay. So with every production, of course, there's some highs and some lows. So I want to ask, because we're here, we're very transparent, what was or what has been the most challenging part filming Starlet Diner?
I wish we had hair and makeup. We had to do our own wardrobe, hair, and makeup. And if we could just have focused on the acting and things, like, I think it would have just gone and flowed so much easier. So I think if we had a little more economic support to have more staff on hand, I think it would have just gone that much smoother and faster. What do you think, Carolina?
I was gonna say that, maybe having people focus on only camera work, then we can have a person just directing, then we can have a team of people that are making sure that we look good or whatever. And I also think, for me personally, maybe because we're working at it on a green screen, and that to me was like something new. I'd never done any work on a green screen. So you really have to get used to the idea that you're on set, that there's supposed to be a counter, or you're supposed to be at a restaurant. And so that, I think it's something new for me. And it was a learning experience, and it was a little challenging at first to imagine yourself in a space. But then once you're in it, I feel like after a few takes, you kind of just like get lost in the acting, and so it was fun. It was challenging. It was like going to school to me, which I think is also something that we wanted to accomplish for ourselves as actors, was to take this as a very great experience that can push us to be better as performers and as an actors and writers and producers and everything. So
Angel, Christine.
I was smiling because I just saw Lee saying trying not to wear green was the hardest.
oh my god.
That was hard.
I mean, for me, it was the hard part is because we were shooting at my home. So I kind of have to prepare the earliest because I have to do this and I still have to do my makeup too, and then kind of worry about the acting and like kind of separate myself from being not the actor and just like, you know. And then at the end kind of like even like cleaning up and everything, but everybody helped and jumped in, you know. It's just I wanted to be a great experience for everybody, so I wanted to make sure that we have a good crafty, that everybody's safe, that even though this green screen is not like SAG, then everybody's safe, that the thing will not just fall on everybody else. So I think that's the hardest part for me is kind of separating myself like as an actor and then kind of doing the outside actor duties as well. But it's definitely a learning experience, and I agree we should have hair and makeup. We should have as much help and budget that we can get, and that's kind of one of the things we spoke about in terms of what we're gonna be planning for the next season, is to like, because again the initial plan was to shoot and show every week, you know. So now we kind of learn a lot from the experience, and there will be some upgrades and changes for the next season.
Okay. So Angel, does any of our viewers have a question before I proceed to my next one?
Real Nathan, sorry, Miss Knife. I meant instead of showing them as inspiring and empowering. I'm not sure because the one before. Kevin Clark, how many hours for an average shooting day?
It was a full day every day. Don't you think? Like 10 hours.
The episode is 6 minutes, but we shot it for the whole day.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
sun
it's like
up and sun
like a
down.
10-hour day. Like
yeah, because like we were like, oh my god, the sun, we're losing the sun. We have to like finish, you know, because it's nicer lighting, you know, the sun. So yeah, maybe 10 or maybe 8 to 10 hour day. Yeah, but we took some breaks in the middle. We had vegan pizza all the time.
My favorite.
Thank you, Cruiser Pizza.
Yeah.
I have to say, for
shout
the fact that we were multitasking so much, you know, we weren't just acting, but we were doing camera work and producing and hair and makeup and everything. I feel like we were very efficient. Yes, there were times where we wish we had more people. We wish we had more time. I think anyone, even professional studios, wish they had more time. Because I've been in sets where they literally run over like 10 hours of work. But I have to give us a lot of credit for what we did, and even just getting it done. I cannot tell you how many times I've been approached by people in general with ideas, scripts, awesome, amazing pilot shows, and nothing gets done, you know? And sometimes they're great ideas, but people just, you know, it's hard to get a group of people together to work together and get it done and get a final product done. The fact that there is a final product that is amazing and that we get to show it off, it's everything. So I'm very proud of us.
I want to add thanks to everybody else who helped behind the scenes because, you know, like like Liu,
Wow.
for example, when she worked behind the scenes, she's like, no, we have to start, we have to do this and do that, you know, like Iya. So yeah, so part of like being
Oliver.
Miss
on
Jen,
time, we did have a lot. Yeah, Miss Jen,
Miss Jen, Alex
Oliver,
was very
Alex, of
helpful.
course.
Oliver,
Yes, Alex has
yes.
been there from the beginning. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
No, go ahead, Miss.
Just also to recognize all of our co-stars too, because while we were in every episode, I'd really like to just take a moment to say thank you to everybody. You know, August, Aiden, Kim, Kellen, Diana, Miliana, everyone who, and of course, Allie, who was in episode 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love your character. I love it. I got this. And then she like, that
was funny. So my follow-up question would be, how about what has been the best thing? You know, we've been through the challenging ones and things like that. How about what's that thing that you kind of like treasure about doing Starlet Diner?
I just think it's great how it started off as just this sort of idea. And by the end of it, I think everybody can feel when they watch the series that we grew into our characters and we solidified into our characters. And it became just this sort of growth process. And it was, you don't get that opportunity, like Carolina said earlier, to really have that much creative input like you did on this set and on this project. And I could speak for myself and probably everyone else that I just feel incredibly grateful for that opportunity.
Yes, 100%. I feel the same way. And on top of that, I feel that Starlet Diner, it's like our baby that we gave birth to and that we're just going to watch it grow. And I think it's just like a parent, you know, you have a baby and you just have all the hopes in the world for them to grow up, to find a career, to find a partner, to live a happy, long life. And I see Starlet Diner as that. Like that's how proud I am of what we did. That I can see Starlet Diner becoming like a regular show on Netflix. I see Starlet Diner spinning into a movie. I see Starlet Diner becoming iconic in the trans community because it's one of a kind and it kind of breaks barriers. So, you know, I'm sorry to have such high expectations, but as a parent, that's what you do, you know? And I really do trust and believe that if we really wanted to, we could take Starlet Diner to the top, no problem.
Christine, Angel?
I totally agree with both of them. We kind of spoke about it before, you know, like it could be anything really. It could like grow into something
100%.
more than what it is, but we just have to start somewhere. And I'm so proud of what we've achieved with this. We thought about even doing like maybe a theater out of it, you know, or like this and that. Like there's so many ideas that we had, like a musical or this and that, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's a dream, and it's a dream that will keep on dreaming.
And if I could just add on to that, first and foremost, you know, I really would like to thank, of course, Miss Sarah as Miss Emma and Miss Carolina, who I've worked with several times as, you know, Miss Sofia, and of course, Angel as Christine. As for me, the best part about this is how, as you all know, you know, I mean, like with Miss Sarah and Carolina, I and Angel were almost kind of like the baby in terms of like just entering in this world of like show business. So for you to both embrace us and take us under your wing and believe in people like us and in what we can do, we're very thankful for that.
Oh my God.
You know,
I'm gonna cry.
You know, like the power of not just like one creator, but we always say this is a creation of everyone.
Yes.
Is what makes it beautiful. And that's what we want to convey to everyone how the reason why we show this before the elections is there's a reason in our lives for us to be able to smile, for us not to give up our dream. Like Miss Emma not giving up on Starlet Diner because she owned that diner. Carolina being the Emerald of Colombia, but leaving Colombia because she wanted to pursue her Hollywood dream. Like not stopping on your comfort level. And Christine as well, who did the best that she can. Though she had so many insecurities, there are certain things she had to do in order for her to pursue her dreams. And for me, that's why Starlet Diner is so beautiful. It's because of all these ladies. And of course, with all of our viewers believing in us, in what the transgender community can do, in how even if we are the least presented population in the country, that we can definitely create something world-class and something that we can all be proud of.
Yes. Amen.
And this is by community and for community. And this is what we can do together. This is just the start of what we can do together.
Yeah. And Ali, thank you, first of all. That was beautiful. Your passion always amazes me with everything you do. When we used to work in Girls Like Us, together, to just whenever you had a chance to do my makeup, remember we did my makeup for Girls Like Us, and just everything you do with so much passion and love, and just having you as part of Starlet Diner, it's just kind of like that cherry on top. You know what I mean? Because we need that love and passion, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to drive something like this to the next level. So, and we all have that. I think we all kind of just have this really in sync feeling that we all not only care for each other, but we all believe in each other. And I think that's really rare to find in a group of people. You know, it's like usually there's one person that's like problematic, and then there's the other person that doesn't come there, that's always super late and doesn't do their work. But we can all, I feel, agree that we've all kind of given ourselves to the project in a way that it made it work. And that's I think something that it's very unique and amazing, and that's going to take Starlet Diner to wherever we choose it to go. So thank you, Ali, for always having so much heart and love.
Thank you, Ali, for being my fairy god sister in real life and Starlet Diner. And speaking about special guest stars, I have a surprise for you guys.
Woo! Oh my God, is that Miliana? Is Miliana there too? Hi, Lee.
Ali, for being my fairy god sister in real life and Starlet Diner. So there's a back special guest stars that have a surprise for you guys.
Oh, this is so cool.
Where's
So while we're waiting for our guest stars,
oh my God, you have long hair.
I know.
Mili? What's going on, Mili? Your camera not working.
My Colombian friend.
So while we're waiting for the others, let's start with everyone who's here now. We want to welcome August. And we also want to welcome Miss Lee as well. And August actually portrayed as Aiden. And Lee portrayed us as Miss Tina Pei here on Starlet Diner. So before we go to Miss Lee, let's start with Sir August, or also known as Aiden. Aiden, you are a transgender man. And can you please tell us your experience about Starlet Diner? And thank you for being in this production with all of us.
You're very welcome. My experience was really fun. We all showed up and had a good time. It was nice to work with other people who understand, what we go through as well.
Aw. And Miss Lee, known as Miss Tina Pei, how about you?
What was the question? Sorry, I was too busy paying attention to myself.
So how has it been for you doing Starlet Diner?
Huh?
How was it for you when you did Starlet Diner?
Oh gosh, it was fun. We did a beauty queen scene with Angel, but also directing some of you guys like in a couple episodes was also super fun. It was just nice. Like especially when Angel and Sarah started crying, I was just like, wait, whoa, oh my gosh.
Yes.
That was a moment. And I was just like, ooh, that's a cool moment. Like to see them like both cry. Especially I know Angel sometimes says like she has a struggle crying and to actually see like tears going down her face. It was like, yes, we did that. We did that.
And of course, our other guests. And you know what? Here at Starlet Diner, we just don't bring amazing people from all parts of the world, not just from Hollywood, but also from Bollywood. No other than Miss Miliana Singh. So Miss Miliana, known as Priyanka, welcome. Can you please tell us about your experience
Hi,
at Starlet
Mili.
Diner?
Hi everyone, it's so good to
Hi.
see everybody.
I love your nose.
Thank you. It's been a while. Oh my goodness, we filmed that last like a year and a half ago, right? It feels like forever. But yeah, thank you all so much for having me. Thank you so much, Angel, for letting me know that this was happening. And hopefully we see Priyanka in a season to come.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, it was so much fun though. Like, and then it was so creative, like how we had to kind of work because I didn't realize my outfit would potentially clash with the background.
I remember that.
She was wearing green. If you guys didn't notice,
Yes.
she was wearing green on the last the season finale, and we had a green screen.
She looked amazing. She really did. Like a beautiful like queen, like a princess. Like that was.
We had a comment when we had the viewing or the screening that you look like Princess Jasmine, and they loved your dance and your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
And of course, for Miss Tina Pei, I mean, everybody loved your reaction, like how like bitchy you were.
It's based on a friend of ours. It's based on a friend of ours, Angel.
And then of course August, like everybody was like, oh my god, he's so handsome.
He's so cute. Yes. Everybody kept asking me, they're like, who's that?
Yeah, you were like Aiden or like August. He was actually like the heartthrob of Starlet Diner.
100%. Yes.
Does our viewers have any questions, Angel?
Let's see. A lot of hearts. Wow, a beauty queen scene. If I was a judge, I'd have a hard time choosing a winner.
And now, since we're welcoming, of course, our guests in the show, I also want to turn over the Q&A for Angel, Sarah, and Carolina. Since you are really the ones who had like great relationships with our special guests, what questions do you have for a special guest, especially for August, as well as for Lee, and for Miss Miliana, our Bollywood star?
Well, I want to start. My question first is for August. August, you know, we had our scene together, and
Yes.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
I agree.
Do you think that August, your character Aiden, and my character Sofia were more than friends in the past? What is your take? What were you trying to? Because we really didn't really go into detail about the relationship, but I want to know for yourself, like, what did you see Sofia and Aiden kind of just, you know?
I definitely feel like Aiden had a very protective instinct over Sofia and wanted to like. He was appalled that anyone would speak to her that way, and it was his duty to like stand up for her. So I think that feeling crosses the line of just friendship.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's nice to know the backstory of that.
Getting butterflies on my stomach listening.
Yes.
You guys should see that. Is that like episode
3?
3?
Yeah.
August is the first guest star to come on screen.
I think it was great because he really kind of broke the mold for a second. It was always the three of us, and then all of a sudden, we know, not only did we have a new person, but it was just like, handsome young stud that kind of just came in and like we were all like, ooh, mesmerized. So thank you, August.
Oh, that was such a wonderful.
Go
Sarah,
ahead.
you
First
wanna-
time, and August is the first time for you to meet Carolina and Sarah at that time. How was your experience
Oh my
in
gosh,
the
yes.
meeting everybody there?
I don't know if you guys remember, but I got an offender bender on the way there, and you guys all like totally talked me down, and it was like you guys were all
Oh my
so.
God.
You remember that? So it was
Yes.
it was kind of a crazy day, but everyone was just so nice and patient. So I had a great time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Thank you
kept
for still
you
showing
kept it
up. And
together. Yes.
Well, thank you for being like the like the leading one of the leading males or here at the Starlet Diner.
Yeah, no.
And of course, we want to forward the question now. We've got to Miss Tina Pei, also known as Miss Lite. As we all know, next to, of course, like Venezuela and Colombia, Filipinos are also super crazy about beauty pageants. And you were wearing then, of course,
The Mikimoto
some
crown.
iconic crowns right there, a replica of the Miss Universe crown. How did it feel for you to finally portray quite like an antagonist role in that moment?
Well, it was fun to play. Actually, it was just nice to play something that you can base on somebody that you know literally and try to just embody that person and then play off with like friends, because like as Kim, who's the other scene partner with Angel during that day, she's like very, very like shy and soft-spoken and mild, but she was also able to play like a very kind of uppity, like snooty character, and it was just nice to have that type of energy. And you know what, sometimes I just like think of my mom and how she would treat me if I did something wrong, and I was just trying to like, I was just trying to embody that and be like the mom to Angel, which I really am in person. If Angel did something wrong and I just like saw her like do something bad, then that was just like all in my head. So it was kind of fun. It was nice to release like bitchiness because I don't get to do that often.
Not often.
Oh, and now we want to proceed to the question for Miss Miliana. As everyone knows, Miss Miliana is our co-host for the talk show that we had before, Girls Like Us, that's still in the talks up until now during COVID. And Miss Miliana is like a super stellar makeup artist. Of course, she was she's also Miss Carolina recommended her to be in the show. And thank you again for our Emerald Star, Miss Carolina, for bringing in Miss Miliana to Girls Like Us. And of course, she's a stellar makeup artist and also an amazing, super talented. She's like if we could just say like, she's like a combination of beautiful cultures and because you are our Bollywood star. So for you to basically give us a special number doing that, we really felt like we were in Bollywood. So what would you say about you incorporating some of your heritage from your family through Girls Like Us?
Yeah. So for Girls Like Us, I just felt like, we need that representation, right? I felt like the cast is so diverse and so beautiful. Like we have, Kayla, who's from the South. We have Carolina, who's from Colombia. You and Angel are from the Philippines. And you have such rich cultures and perspectives. And I felt like, I definitely want to bring my cultures and my perspectives as well, because there's so many trans women and girls that need to see themselves reflected in the media and to see that representation and for them to be able to say, like, there's a girl like me, And so if I can do my part and show the world that there are like brown skin, dark skin, Indian, Indo, Caribbean, trans women out there that, in the world that are mixed, that to me feels like, I guess, a part of my journey, like, and my due diligence to be able to share that with the world. And then I definitely enjoyed, doing that Bollywood piece, the Kathak, for Starlet Diner. That was so fun. And I had Princess Jasmine in mind, and I was like, yes, I'm ready. And then I get to set, and need a different color. But that was so amazing how you all were able to just like get on it and figure out a way so that I could still be on screen and we could still film. But it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it, and doing the piece felt like it's so like mystical and magical, and yeah, it was so incredible.
I just want to add to Miliana. Hi, sis. Love you.
Yes, love you.
That Miliana, first of all, not only is an amazing friend that I love and respect, but also she's so multi-talented and she's always down. Every single time I've been like, Miliana, we got a fashion show. We need models. She was there. Miliana, do you want to audition for Girls Like Us? She became our 5th member. Oh my God, we have a web series. We would love for you to come and show us some of your amazing dance moves. And she was there. And you know what? The people that show up are the people that make it. It's the people that have good spirits and the people that have good hearts are the people that are able to work with others and make it work. Emiliana, it's literally one of those people that can just, I don't know, it's like she brings unity. And I feel like she did that with Girls Like Us. She did that with Starlet Diner. Every time we've shared the stage on a fashion show, she's always like amazing. Everybody's always like, who is that? Like, she's stunning. And I'm like, yeah, I know her. Like, she's my friend.
And she shows a lot of enthusiasm with everything that she does too.
So I just want to give her a lot of props because, you know, she's a star. You're a star, sis. And I love you.
Oh, yes, and we love her.
Well, I love all of you here, but Ally is also a guest star. So I'm going to ask you a question since you've been asking all of our guests. How does it feel to be a unicorn on the episode?
Well, I really had a great time. I mean, it's been a while since I did acting. I think that was like really my first acting gig in the US since we moved here. Of course, prior to that, we did Girls Like Us, which is kind of like a talk show, which is also on YouTube, which is co-hosted with Carolina, Angel, and Kayla. And of course, Miliana as well. So I'm just very thankful again to you, to everyone at Starlet Diner for like embracing me there, because I felt like in a way, a part of my dream of, you know, like doing something in Hollywood, like came true through Starlet Diner. And I just really had a great time. And thank you for making me like a unicorn. So at once in my life, I felt like I was a fairy.
Oh.
I wish though that I was the bad fairy, because usually that's really my dream role, is to always like play the bad part, not the good part. So hopefully
Maybe
next time I'll be the bad guy.
Oh, plot twist.
I just wanted to add, Ally, you're hilarious. Okay, just know that. Because you always have such a spark. And I think anything you can do, you always add such a quirk to it, you know? And I think that's amazing. And that's why I love your character on the show, because you kind of like your voices and the way you laugh and the way you smile, you really bring life to that character. And I wanted to say something about Lee. I remember Lee, not only in front of the camera, I don't think I was there when you did your on-camera work. But when she was working behind the camera, oh my God, she gave the best directorial advice. I mean, girl, you need to really look into that, because I was always amazed about how good her eye was when it came to directing, to like letting people know, like, okay, you're doing this great, but how about this? And make sure you do that. And I really, really took on her advice, and it helped me a lot. So I just wanted to say thank you for that, because that's really helpful. And as an actor, sometimes you need that, you know, you need a little bit of direction, and you were so good about that, you know?
I want to echo those sentiments. I remember that episode when Lee was there and I was a mess coming to set that day. And Lee completely turned me around and got me in the right direction. And I think it's clear what we need for our director for season 2, hands down. So
yes.
Thank you.
So we
and
want
of course,
to,
one more thing. August.
Yeah.
Are you yes? I think it was the first time we met that day, but I immediately got such a cool vibe from you. And I was like, wow, he's really cool. Like he's cool. Like this kid is gonna come in and like make this cool. You know what I mean? And I just like I thought that was like you had such great energy. And I know you said that you were kind of like it was kind of like a crazy day for you, but the fact that you just came in and made me feel very comfortable with our scene, and I felt like I knew you already. So
that's
you know what I mean?
kind of how
Like
I
it was,
felt too. Thank you.
yeah, it was
That
really
means a lot to
nice.
me.
I kind of
I
felt
feel
like
being good to work with is super.
yeah, no, I know it was really nice. And
Well, super handsome and charming too. Perfect for
yes,
Sophia.
Of course, that too.
So that's another part that you guys should watch is the part with Aiden, also of course known as like August, as well as Miss Sophia with Carolina in real life. So want to throw back the question to August. So August, what is your advice to the transgender men out there who basically, because pretty much transgender women are like so active in so many things in terms of like the transgender community. We're very glad that you actually came on board and helped us out for Starlet Diner. So what can you advise the trans men in our community on how they could be proactive or what they should do in case they would like to do projects with the trans community or like in the arts in general?
I think, putting yourself out there is really important. A lot of the roles that I've gotten that have had something to do with pushing the boundary for the trans community were found on Instagram, and I was kind of found through that. So for me, it's about owning your representation and owning who you are. And if you're a trans man, owning that so that you can be proud. I'm proud of it, and I think that goes way farther than just like, I don't know. I feel like that's really important too. And if you want to get involved in the arts, look for it. Put yourself out there, meet great people like Angel, who I've known for, oh my God, I feel like almost 4 years now. And I was lucky enough that she, invited me onto this project.
So we met like on a very welcoming talk show also, or podcast. And I think we were the only trans people there, right? And yeah. So like, yeah, so it was amazing to be welcomed also, not just within like our community, but also like outside our community. And again, I'm like, how could I not? Like, he's so charming and handsome. So it's like, like nice to have him on the show. And I'm so honored that you actually said yes to that. So it was nice to have you with us on board.
And August, how does it feel to work with all like a transgender cast and majority of it are trans women?
I think it's powerful. Also, I'm getting a lot of compliments, so that's great.
It's good for the ego of the actor. No,
yes.
No, I think it's really powerful, and I felt really welcome. I don't know a lot of trans men. A lot of my trans friends are trans women, and I get a lot of support from this community. So I appreciate all of you guys.
And August, I just want to point out like how important it is to have representation of trans men, because I feel like there's been a lack of it, and also to show them in a romantic sense too, or in a possibly more than platonic relationship, because I don't think we have those images in media a lot. So thank you for stepping up and being part of that.
Yeah.
Am I hearing producing lit boy?
Wow, yeah.
That's true, right? Oh my God.
August and I need to talk, I think.
Yeah, we should talk. I agree. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so we're already like an hour and 25 minutes. So I think we should like I know people are busy. Like I don't want to take a lot of the time of everybody. But Ali, you were saying something.
Do we have any last questions from our viewers before we close out on our final advice from all our cast members?
No, but I'll shoot it if somebody sends in last questions.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Why don't we all do like a final thoughts? Everybody
Yeah,
gets
that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yay,
So
perfect.
Miss Carolina, would you like to start on it, Miss Sophia?
Okay, I'll go ahead and start. First of all, I just want to say I love every single one of you, literally so much. You guys mean the world to me. You know where to find me. You know that I'm always a DM or a text message away. So please don't be shy to reach out. Even though I'm in Florida at the moment, I will be back to LA very, very soon. So I hope that on a post-COVID world, we can all come together and hug each other. And I want to give every single one of you a big, giant kiss in the mouth. No, I'm kidding, not in the mouth, but in the kiss. And I just really want to, like, I don't know, be able to bring us together again, because I don't want this to go away. I don't want all this to go away at all. You know, I want our friendships and our work relationships to continue to grow. And that's all. And, you know, I love Lit Girl. I'm sorry. I love Lit Girl. I do.
Me too. Me too.
But I
love
also-
it, girl.
Me too. I watched it several times. Are you kidding me?
But I also love Starlet
love
Diner,
that.
and I can't wait to see what comes next for Starlet Diner. That's all.
Oh, Miss Emma.
Yes. Well, so, you know, while it's, you know, mostly Angel and Carolina and I being interviewed tonight, I really want to say this was a collective project, that we couldn't have done it without everybody, our co-stars, our behind the scenes people, most of all without Angel, who wore so many hats, from creator, writer, actress to producer, and doing
Superstar.
all of the promo and editing. Like, we honor and love you. You're the fire behind Starlet Diner.
Superstar.
And I just can't stress enough, again, getting back to synergy, like when we do it, when we come together, the sum of our parts is even greater. So let's keep working together, and it's all about community.
Miss Lee.
Well, everybody already knows that I love y'all. But to the cis viewers out there, if you're seeing everyone that's here on this panel right now, this is what we can do if we were given a chance. Like, this is like us trying to do our own thing. So it's really important to vote for the right person so that we can be able to do all of these and more, because we have so much love, so much community that we want to share with you. And please do give us a chance. It is in your hands.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay, now we're gonna proceed to our Miss Bollywood star, Miss Miliana.
Yes. I just want to say major thank you to everyone. So much congrats to the success of this show, and for being on YouTube, and for making it on Amazon Prime. So happy for everyone. And I'm excited for where this is gonna go. Like Caro was saying, like, I'm ready to be in a post-COVID world where we can come together and we can have community. You know, I haven't seen you all in forever, and it's like, I miss everyone.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, and yes, go vote Tuesday. On Wednesday, I want to hear good news, and I'm just excited for what's to come. I know regardless of whatever happens, we are so resilient and we are so strong. So I know if we get the good news, then we're going to be even better. But even if it's not, we're still going to push through, and we're still going to be a community, and we're still going to make space for ourselves. And so I just encourage you all to get out there and let your voices be heard. And yeah, hopefully Priyanka will be back soon to dance her heart away on screen for you all.
Yeah.
And of course, from our prince, our very handsome Mr. August.
I just want to thank everyone for having me out there and liking my presence on screen. I had a lot of fun. So thank you so much. And yeah, go vote, make your voice heard. It's very important this election.
Yes.
Angel.
Well, for everybody who's here and everybody who can't join us tonight on Zoom, I texted all of the other cast members. Thank you so much for putting love for this for this little project and idea, a crazy idea of mine. I didn't have a budget for it, but I think it's really like a fun experience for all of us to do, and I'm amazed on where it went. It exceeded my expectations. I know will get better, and it can get better, and we will make it better. But thank you so much, and everybody who watched, thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you guys share it, like it, comment, subscribe, and so we can have more seasons.
Yes, and again, episode 1 through 5 of Starlet Diner is on sisters like Angel and Ally. We actually created a playlist on that. Please support as well Lit Girl, of course, produced by Miss Sarah Parlow, also known as Miss Emma, starring, of course, as well, Miss Carolina and Miss Emma, Miss Sarah, and that's at Carol Land. And we're gonna put that in the description box below. And also, please don't forget to support me, AllyCat Castle, where I'm just like my super crazy self right there. I sing, I do self-development. I need to add on to my makeup. And yes, we're all here for you. The transgender community will do their very best, rain or shine, whoever wins in the election. Because we are here as one, as a community, not just for the world, but for the universe. So back to you, Angel.
Thank you so much, everybody.